Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with IONCINEMA, here to review Tigertail, which is the directorial debut of Alan Yang. Premieres on Netflix April 10th, 2020. Mr. Yang, of course, is the writer-producer of a lot of notable television series such as Parks and Recreation, Master of None, etc. This is a very personal, partially autobiographical story about his father's, who is an immigrant from Taiwan, and his relationship to his father and the homeland. So it goes back and forth between his father's childhood, well, he's not playing his father in this, but a man named Kunjue, sorry, I'm mispronouncing that, who grows up as a child in Taiwan working as a factory worker with his mother. He has a romance with a young woman, but he's offered the chance to go to America based on his boss's proposition. If he marries his daughter, he can go to New York, Zhenjiang. So he moves to New York, and fast forward another 3 decades, and he's divorced from that wife, trying to reconnect with figures from his past and kind of build an emotional connection with his children, especially his daughter Angela, played by Christine Ko, who's having her own romantic difficulties with someone that she's in love with that has left her. Some might call this kind of a slow burn, but it borders on being more emotionally inert. I think it's dealing with, Yang is dealing with Asian American experience and intergenerational conflicts, lack of communication, and other cultural barriers between Taiwan and the US. I think Lulu Wang did this a lot better with The Farewell, which has a lot more universal qualities. That said, the presence of Tai Ma, a notable character actor who is quite good in this, who has a very subtle kind of character arc, is almost sometimes distracting to think if you're familiar with The Farewell. This also reminded me of something like Beginners with Christopher Plummer. However, I don't think that we get a clear sense of not only time periods per se, but also the cultural rifts in Taiwan versus the US. I think a lot of it is taken for granted, that we're just supposed to know that and feel that. That said, it also brought to my mind a film last year by Chow Shaoshai, So Long My Son, which is set completely in China and takes place across 3 decades starting in the 1980s. But I thought it does have a much broader palette, but shows some of the things I would have liked to feel like I was experiencing here. It just doesn't, Tigertail just doesn't get to a point of poignancy that I think it's aimed for, which there are also some distracting sequences with some stilted, unnecessary dialogue. That said, it's got a nice performance from Fiona as the older Zhen, and Joan Chen, who it's lovely to see her again, although I feel she could have been utilized a little bit more prominently. It was lensed by Nigel Bluck, who did The Peanut Butter Falcon last year. I really like the closing shot of the film, and its period New York sequences I also thought popped. Overall, I would give the film 2 out of 5 stars. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from IONCINEMA.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.